Good morning. Welcome to the Overtax Taxpayer Channel. My name is Overtax. Heading to work so I can pay for all those illegals crossing the border. Anyhow, I want to talk about the shit show that's happened, the massacre that has happened in Texas, but I want to take it from a different angle here. I don't really want to talk about the actual scene and what happened. We all know what happened. I want to talk about the shit show that's occurring right now. As a matter of fact, it started occurring moments after this shooting was reported, and that is the reasoning why they want to take away your weapons, your arms, the modern day sword. Let's move over to Australia, where 21 police officers tackled down a man for not wearing his mask in an area that had no other people. That kind of control, that authoritarian control, turning you into a subject, turning you into a slave, turning themselves into the master, turning you into a tool that only survives to generate tax revenue for your masters. I've always said this: slavery never ended. It was perfected, and it's continuously being perfected. Take a look at what's been going on since this president has been in office. Now, I don't blame this president for everything, but just take a look at what the World Health Organizations and all these world powers are attempting to do. They're attempting to bring total control to every country on this planet. Take a look what's going on in this country again. Total inflation, and this inflation's meant for one thing, one or two things. Total control, because the more money you have to allocate towards whatever you need in your daily life, the less money you have for freedom. Money is freedom, regardless of what you want to believe or not. Obviously, it's dead on one edge of the sword and it's freedom on another. But the more money you have, the more free you are to do things. The less money you have, the more you have to allocate your time to earn money, to work. Get it? And the more money you have, if you're a multi-millionaire, you don't need to go to work. You can sail on a yacht. You can go fishing every day. That's freedom. They want your freedom. They're coming after your freedom. And what you see, the controls that have been going on since COVID, since this presidency, the mandates, the rules, the regulations, the shutdowns, this is just a mere, and I gotta say this twice, this is just a mere sample of what they want to do to you, to the people who elected them into office. This is just a mere sample. They can't take their plan much further without getting your weapons. And this plan has been in place for many, many, many years. They need your weapons, and they've always needed your weapons. They need to get them out of your hands. And that's why I've always said, these mass shootings, they rejoice them. They do not want these mass shootings to end. It is their only ammunition. It is their only argument to take away your rights to bear arms. Imagine this, like a light switch. Poof, no more mass shootings. Where would their argument be? How could they forward their agenda? Total control over you. if you still have your arms, your guns, your modern day sword. No, they love it. They do not intend to stop these shootings. They do not intend to do any kind of mitigation at all. The schools are working in conjunction, and we've seen that with Corona. The schools are working in conjunction with the government, with this assisting with this agenda. And you think I'm foolish? Look at what they're doing to the kids. This whole sexuality of kids in the first grade, second grade, third grade on up. Look at what they're doing to your kids. Your kids are nothing but future slaves to them. It is a slave farm. It is a programming arena, a programming station before they get into life and become the perfect slave. Total indoctrination camps is what they are. So if you think these schools really care about your kids, you are wrong. Why do I bring up the schools? Because the schools, time and time again, refuse to allow retired police officers, any type of armed guards on their premises. They do not want to mitigate this. They are part of this socialist, communist movement. The school boards, maybe not the teachers, but the decision makers in our public schools do not want to mitigate this. This is all part of the plan. I'll say it again because it's worth saying. They do not want mass shootings, regardless of whether they're in a theater, in a public supermarket, or in a school. They do not want them to end. They being the world elite, the government, call it what you want, the New World Order. They do not want this to end. Because if it ends, if these mass shootings end, so does the reasoning for convincing you to give up your right to bear arms. Folks, if you haven't subscribed, I please urge you to do so. Click that like button. Spread my name all over the place. You have a great day. Again, I'm heading to work. I'm a slave. Slavery never ended. It was perfected. Take care.